Okay, so I'm pretty happy with the third scene. Again, all this, although some of it is pretty much the way I wanted it to be, a lot of it kind of suffers from a lot of the, if you go out in the forest, it's like a lot of little pieces of stuff, and it's kind of hard. It's actually pretty much impossible to really simulate that in a home computer and have it happen. I mean, it's just it's a lot of data. Nature is not. Doesn't come in straight lines, and has a lot of stuff, and it's pretty difficult to do with your computer. But I think it gets the general idea. The actual structure here is pretty much identical to what I was looking for, and so here's a view inside, and turns out that after this I added these vines here. And I didn't go back and make another view of the vines, and I thought you'd probably be able to figure it out. And when I was doing this, I realized that some of the plants, I assumed they're maybe like 8 feet tall, and really it should be more like something like 18 feet tall. So I went back and I thought about what to do about this scene, and I started making everything else smaller. Then I realized that it wasn't everything was too small, so you have to make the plants bigger. And then I made these little red light things smaller because they were too big. Because I made them as big as I want, but they're the same strength as the ones on the lily pad, and it doesn't work if they're the same strength at a bigger size, so that doesn't work. Oh, and so when I get finished with the final one of these, I'm going to burn it to a disk, and I'm sure it will fit on a disk. There shouldn't be any real problem. There's a lot of files I made that kind of like adding up to the main files, but there's only like 4 main files, and they're all not really that big. And right now that I back them up by copying them to a second computer. I do that whenever I put in like half a day or something on it. I back it up to a second computer, and the chances of both drives going down or for any reason is pretty low, especially when they're both running Linux. So so that's how things are going.